All right, let's get in here today. The YouTube member extra for this week. Going to tackle something that I pitched to the Queen of Extreme for not just YouTube member content, but also overall YouTube content. And that is a topic we've talked about on Eyes Up Here throughout the past, and we're going to continue in the future. And it's Darkside of the Ring. But before we talk about that, welcome in the Queen of Extreme, Francine. How are you tonight?
I'm doing well. How are you?
I'm doing just fine.
Doing just fine. Okay.
Just fine.
So in the past, I have mentioned I'm not a fan of this series. I feel like it always puts a damper on the wrestling business, the wrestling world, wrestlers, anybody involved in the sport. It kind of always portrays anyone that's involved in a bad or negative light. And so I never really watched it. The only episode I watched, I believe, was the Mae Young one because
Moolah.
I'm sorry, Moolah, Fabulous Moolah. Sorry, her episode I watched, and that might be the only one that I watched from beginning to end. Because I just wanted to, I've always heard rumors about her, but I didn't know if they were going to touch base with what I heard. So I was curious to watch it. There is one episode that I'm definitely watching, and I think everybody knows which one it is. It's going to be the Chris and Tammy one. And I'm also interested in Bam Bam's episode. But I know I think there's 10 total.
Yes.
Okay.
Well, let me see. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Excuse me.
Oh, there's 8. Okay. So 2, I'm definitely going to watch. But if everybody digs it so much, maybe I'll have to watch all 8. You'll watch all 8, and then we'll do recaps of them, because I think that would probably be an interesting episode of Eyes Up Here.
Yeah, I pitched basically like a post-game show to you and then I saw they're on at 10 o'clock at night, so maybe we'll just tackle it in the morning.
DVR it. We can DVR it. A day or two, delay isn't going to kill anybody.
I don't know. Some of these I think we're going to have to jump on quick because these tend to be pretty scorching hot.
But not everybody has lived through what they've been through. I can honestly say I was there with Chris and Tammy. I was there when stuff with Bam Bam happened.
Get ready for the list, because I think at least 5 of the 8 we have to get in on. Okay.
5 of okay. Well, read the list to me, because I
and here's why. All right, definitely 4. 5. I'm gonna just pick 5 for me. I'm gonna say the 5th one I want for me.
Okay.
Throw me a bone if you don't mind.
Look, I will throw you the whole friggin' turkey.
I appreciate the turkey. All right.
Okay.
This is the list. No particular order on the seasons. Numerical order, because they announced Chris and Tammy are the first one. Okay.
Okay.
So Chris and Tammy, obviously, we'll just get them out of the way. They are one of the subjects. Abdullah the Butcher.
Yeah. All I know about Abby is his forehead is like a carved piece of meat. He bled a lot in the ring. I've seen footage of him working. I don't know anything about his personal life, which I'm sure that this is going to dive into as well, because that's pretty much, what the show is about. So, I mean, if you want me to watch it, I will.
Don't really have a lot of interest in Abby. Was never a big fan.
I mean, it's a good topic to discuss. Since we have a show, we should probably do all 8 episodes.
Maybe.
But if I had to rank them,
like
I don't know much about Abby. So maybe it would be a learning lesson for me.
Possibly.
Okay.
This is one we're going to definitely dig into. Mike Awesome.
Oh, I didn't even know he was one of them. Okay, yeah, it's going to make me really upset, because I loved Mike, but yeah, I will watch that one as well.
This one, I cannot wait to see for reasons I'm sure you know as well. Bam Bam Bigelow.
Oh, of course, yeah, and I already stated that I was going to watch his episode. Yeah.
Very eager for this one.
What I'm curious about, are they allowed to pull footage? Do they get permission from like WWE to use in-ring footage?
So they use it. I don't know how they use it. I don't know if they do like a fair usage of it. Like how you see YouTube people who use WWE footage in their things. I mean, we get flagged for using 8
We got
seconds of
flagged in the countries I've never even heard of
Sri
because of
Lanka.
6 seconds of music the other day. I was so pissed off. I said, "What the hell?" That
Yeah,
was
I don't
so
know
funny.
if it's something they work out, but they do use like they use it in like a grainy style, like like a documentary, like film style.
So you might be seeing yours truly on an
Oh,
episode.
you'll be on it without
I
a
think
doubt.
so.
Oh, without a doubt.
Okay.
Especially, yeah, I would say especially on the Bammer and the Candido and Tammy
I
episode.
wasn't asked to talk though.
I was going to get into that before we wrapped up.
Oh,
Okay.
okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Well,
Okay.
there you go. Sorry.
Now this is the one I'm asking to definitely cover because this one I think is going to be insane. Okay, Marty Jannetty.
Marty Jannetty. So the big scandal with Marty Jannetty is how he was supposedly hitting on his daughter and he didn't know it was his daughter, right? It's something to that effect. Do you think they're going to conquer that topic?
100%.
Okay. Well, I
100%.
will watch. I will watch the Marty Jannetty one. I see. I wish I can watch it with you.
We see, and that's another thing I thought of too. But being on at 10 o'clock. I mean, look, people do live like watch-alongs, like where we're on it, and then we're just like looking at the screen
Reaction.
and we're talking
They're
while
kind
we're
of
watching
boring
it.
though.
It's kind of boring though,
Yeah, it's kind of
and you're
boring.
like talking to the chat while you're watching it.
Yeah.
I don't like them. That's like a little too mainstream for me.
Yeah.
But no, like Jannetty, that one I'm fascinated by. But the Chris and Tammy and the Bam Bam one, that's the one I just want to watch you while I don't care about that. I'm just gonna watch you while I'm watching it. So
well, we'll FaceTime. How about that?
yeah,
We'll FaceTime each other.
Yeah, I'm sure that's that I cannot. Yeah, that's gonna be insane. Okay, ready?
Yeah.
Next one, Magnum TA.
Yeah, another guy, a great mustache, like we have said in the past, top mustache
The Mount
guy.
Rushmore.
Mount Rushmore mustache guys. Yeah, I don't know a lot about him. Just what Baby Doll kind of told us when she was on the show eons ago.
Yes.
Probably interesting. I'm sure they're all interesting because they wouldn't be featured if they weren't. If there wasn't some kind of story, I mean, why would they even go there?
Great guy.
People are dead. Do you have to be dead to get on Darkside?
No, not all of them. It's 50-50 on this list.
Well, Marty's alive.
Marty,
right?
Abby, Tammy, obviously.
Well,
the last person who I'm going to tell you is still alive. Magnum still alive. Magnum, great guy. Obviously, the story about the car crash is going to be highly detailed. But after the car crash, I mean, Magnum had a good 15-year career as a road agent and working backstage for WCW. So
okay,
I mean, his career was cut off, but he's had an interesting. And I think if they get into the marriage stuff, that's going to be quite the compelling little journey for them to cover. Did you ever hear about who he's married to?
Currently?
Yeah.
No.
So he's married to Tully Blanchard's ex-wife.
So that is. Oh yeah. Wait a minute. Yeah. So that's Tessa's. Yes, I knew that because when she worked, they both walked her, or they were both at the show, and yes, I knew that. Okay.
So there was, the fact that they were like bitter rivals at one point, in story, and then like they're so tied in real life. It's just kind of, it's one of those poetic moments. Next one, this one should be interesting for the old school fans. Adorable Adrian Adonis.
Yeah, don't know a thing about him. Was he the one that sprayed the perfume?
Yes.
Okay,
yes.
That's all I know. He had a valet who used to hold a mirror up, and in pictures.
By the end of it, you're thinking of you're getting him confused with Adrian Street.
Oh,
Adonis was the one that by the end was very flamboyant. Like they were, he was pushing the line of what ambiguous. I can't get the word out. An ambiguous character. But he was like a, not really well-liked guy in some circles backstage.
Okay, I'm wrong.
Tragically killed in a bus accident during his career in '88. So,
well, that's sad. I don't like that.
Yeah. So, last subject, and this one we will be watching. Honestly, I would love to get this guy on to get his comments on it. How do you not know about this?
Who is it?
The Sandman.
Oh my God. So he called me months ago and said, "Yo, Darkside of the Ring called me. They want to do a special on me." And I go, "Oh, tell them I want to talk." And he goes, "I will." That bastard never did. No wonder why. I didn't know.
So we
Okay.
got 5. We got 5 of the 8.
You don't think I'm going to watch Sandman? Are you crazy? Of course I will. I didn't know he was done.
Yeah.
Well, I'm going to give him hell this weekend.
Do you remember there was a rumor that somebody said like they may do a whole ECW season? They basically got it right here. This is
They have a lot of
basically it.
people. Yeah, they do. They do. All I have to say to that is I hope I'm never featured on that show.
You'd be on the lighter side of the ring. I mean, like, come on.
I'm on the happy side of the ring. I am not going to be on the dark. There's no way. But okay, but yeah. So I definitely need to watch at least 4 if I'm not going to watch all 8. But I do think, we're always looking for content. So I do think it could be interesting if we watched it and picked it apart.
Yeah. 100%.
So I think we should do that. Yeah.
Yeah. Eyes on at least Awesome, Bam Bam, Chris and Tammy, Sandman, and then that Marty Jannetty one, I think is going to be talked about for ages. I think there's going to be the Shawn Michaels stuff, the party stories are going to live on in infamy.
But how different are they going to be from the shoots that he did?
We know about that. John Q. Public doesn't know about that. That's the difference with Darkside of the Ring.
I know, but we're hearing it again. So how shocked are you going to be by watching?
But now we're going to be hearing about it with reenactments. And it's a retelling with a reenactment. Takes on a whole new life. That's what I want to see. That's going to be like a shadowed young Marty Jannetty.
Like did they do a Brian Pillman? Because his son could have played him.
I feel like he did.
Did he?
I think he did.
Interesting. Okay. See, I suck. I don't know anything about this stuff.
I've the ones that I really got into were I really liked the Ultimate Warrior one that they did. I watched that on a plane. I thought that was very, very well done. The Owen Hart one was a 2-parter.
Sad.
I thought that was very sad. Yeah. I thought that one was very well done. That was when there was a true anti WWE sentiment being spun because they were very tied to the early AEW. I don't think it's that narrative anymore because this crew has worked with WWE since.
Okay.
But it was very anti-WWE at first.
If they're working with WWE, then there's got to be some type of agreement to use footage.
There's got to be something. And the Plane Ride from Hell one was good, but the thing I didn't like about that is that it that was
that's the other one I watched. I watched 2. I watched the Moolah and the Plane Ride from Hell. Those are the 2 I watched from top to bottom. Sorry. I knew there was another one. I couldn't remember what it was.
Yeah, we can honestly, we can actually have guests on when we have these recaps because I know there's one guy that we could talk to about one of these episodes. So.
I know who you're talking about too.
Yeah. So it's this is going to be good. So all right, well we will get that plan together, and I think that's going to be some dynamite content throughout the month of June and I believe into July. So
interesting. Well, I can't wait. It's going to be good stuff. So sad but good.
Sad but true. All right. Well, we'll get out of here for this time on the members only extra. And we'll see you next time for the Queen of Extreme. That way, this is the Chadster.